The worst feeling you can go through is knowing exactly what things you could do to make your life better, yet at the same time feeling stuck and unable to do them. This raises the question, are you really lazy or is the issue deeper than that? If I asked you right now what things you could do that would improve your life, something would immediately come to mind. Things you are capable of doing, but something is holding you back, something that stops you from accomplishing them. Why do we delay important tasks? Why do we choose things we know are harmful or pointless? And what is the solution? This is what we are going to answer in this video, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Procrastination exists in everyone, but it shows up in different areas. Some people procrastinate in their studies, others at work, and some in exercise or many other aspects of life. Most people think that someone who procrastinates is lazy, disorganized, unmotivated, or simply bad at managing time. But the truth is, it's a bit different. It all starts in the brain. When an important task reaches your brain, it immediately begins to analyze your emotions toward that task. For example, if you have an important exam that you must pass and you feel scared and stressed, your brain responds by saying, "Why all this stress? Let's calm down now and see what happens later." In this way, the brain avoids facing pressure and negative emotions by postponing the task as much as possible. As a result, you only start studying at the last moment when there's no time left and you are forced to begin with an overwhelming amount of work. So what are the emotions that send this signal to the brain? To understand that, you need to know something called the procrastination cycle. Imagine you have a task like writing a research paper worth 50% of your grade. Here, the task feels high risk and the outcome is extremely important. The first feeling in the cycle is doubt. You start telling yourself that the task is difficult, complicated, and time-consuming. Then you begin to think about the results and convince yourself that you can't start. This leads to the second stage of the cycle, which is anxiety. Overthinking takes over. Your mind focuses on everything except actually starting, and this anxiety continues to grow. The third part of the procrastination cycle is fear of failure. This fear brings you back to doubt, and the cycle starts over, making procrastination grow even more. At this point, everything around you seems more fun than starting the task you have. For example, if you have a very important exam tomorrow, you suddenly find that you can't focus until you make a cup of tea, and you spend every minute in the kitchen instead of studying. So, what's the solution? The solution is simple, but requires commitment. The idea is, do nothing except the two options in front of you. You have studying and tasks that must be done, so give your brain only two choices, either study or sit without doing anything. You must remove all distractions and avoid giving your brain any instant pleasure. Believe me, when everything else is removed, your brain will go to studying and even start enjoying it. In an experiment, a group of people was put in an empty room with nothing to distract them, and a device was placed with them that would give a small electric shock if pressed. Their task was to sit without doing anything. Most participants could not handle the boredom and pressed the button multiple times, saying boredom was worse than the pain. This shows that boredom feels worse than sitting without doing anything. So, if you remove all distractions, and the options are boredom or studying, your brain will choose studying because it wants to avoid boredom. The key is to be serious and not give in to boredom. Don't pick up your phone or make tea. The second solution, break your tasks into small, manageable stages. The sense of accomplishment after completing each stage makes studying enjoyable and convinces your brain to continue. The third solution, study or work with another person, but don't choose someone less disciplined who will distract you. Focus on the work and avoid side activities. The final solution, create a mini manager for yourself. Set a deadline for completing your tasks, even if it's just for yourself and there's no punishment. Tell someone around you, "I will finish this project in 2 hours." After the 2 hours, show them your progress. This gives you a sense of responsibility and motivates you to finish. Don't make excuses like, I tried but didn't have time, or it was harder than I expected. Just say, I failed, I'll try again, and avoid justifying it with minor distractions like drinking tea. Every time you act instead of delaying, you train your brain to focus, overcome fear, and enjoy achieving your goals. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your confidence grow.